LeetCode series. Let's start with our first problem, number of islands. It's a well-common problem and it has been asked with the many companies, and I wanted to go ahead and try to solve it. So initially what is being requested is defining the islands that's away from the water. So water is zeros and island is referred by 1. So we can start with doing the initial check. Let's say the if grid in length is equals to 0, and we can return 0. So that's the initial check that we have, and then we can define the rows and columns. Let's do the rows. We can access with the grid length, and then columns we can refer as first part of the grid length. Okay, so let's keep the numbers. Let count of islands initially, if I can not misspell it, islands 0. Okay, we will be doing the for loop, and then we will be going to each item one by one, and then I will be smaller than rows, I will be incremental, and then now we will be going to the second layer is the let j equals 0, and j is smaller than columns, j incremental, and here we will be doing the check if grid I j equal 1, and in this case we will be incrementing the counter of number of islands, and then we will be doing the DFS search, and in the DFS we will be passing the I and j variables. And then before we forget, we need to return the number of islands. Okay, so let's define the DFS check here. DFS, and we will be passing the I and j, and we will be doing a quick check if I is smaller than 0 or j is smaller than 0, and we have a couple other checks that we will be doing. I is not bigger than rows, or j is not bigger or equal than columns, and final check will be their grid I j equals to 0. If that is the case, that we will be returning. Okay, and we will be overwriting existing one. So let's do grid I j okay. Now let's do the DFS I j, and I will be going through left and right, and we'll be checking the right one. Okay, we went to check, we're doing the columns. Let me do the spelling checks, and then we iteration. Let's start running. Let's see if we are going to pass it. Okay, I have a misspell. Reference ij. It's called stack exceeding. Calls I equals j. Count of islands. Checking the spelling. Okay, I equals 0, j score, j table 1, dfsi, correct, and then I will be checking here if I is smaller, j is smaller. Okay, I am doing j is smaller than I is equals to 0, return I is smaller than. Let's do. Okay, we have a call stack size exceeding, so let's try to debug it. Okay, I needs to be smaller than 0, rows, columns, j. Okay, we are equal. Okay, so instead of 1 we are supposed to do the 0 because we want to mention that it's already passed through. So let's do the run. Voila, so we passed. So I want to submit and see our scores. It beats 85%, pretty good. It's acceptable. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a best LeetCoding.